And our new ABC News Ipsos poll shows just over half of Americans believe Trump should be charged for his alleged attempts to overturn the election. Nearly two-thirds say those charges are serious. ABC News political director Rick Klein joins me now for more on this. Rick, what do you make of these numbers?
Well, they're striking to me in part because there's a lot more people dialed into this as a serious matter than were the previous indictments. We asked similar questions after the Stormy Daniels-related indictment, after the classified documents indictment. And yes, the majority of the country thought it was serious, but not quite as strong. And in this case, you have that two-thirds of the country saying it's serious. You also have a little more than half saying he's right to face criminal charges, and almost as much, 49%, saying he should actually drop his candidacy, suspend his campaign entirely. So it is possible that people view this differently, even though so much of this might be mixing together in the minds of everyday Americans.
Rick, what does this poll tell you about how this could impact the presidential race for 2024?
Well, look, if you're looking for signals about how the country is reacting to Donald Trump, you see them here. People remember January 6th. They know what happened. They remember the Trump presidency. And there's been a number of polls recently that show essentially a dead heat between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. But I think that misreads an important factor, which is that President Trump goes into a general election with a whole lot of baggage. And if these trials are still ongoing, or the legal issues are still unsettled, or maybe even if he's convicted before we get to the point where you're nominating a candidate, you have to take this into account as a Republican primary voter and ultimately as a general election voter. Yes, it's true that he's a lot stronger in the Republican primary than his opponents, but no voting has happened yet. We're still 5 months away, and that's going to mean a lot of court dates in between.
Rick, how crucial will the timing of these cases be for Trump as he runs for president again?
Well, look, it's fascinating to juxtapose the political calendar and the legal calendar, in part because his legal defense and his political defense are basically the same thing. But yeah, we've got that first court date that Aaron Katersky just reported on. That's just 5 days after the first Republican primary, the Republican debate. You've got then primaries that overlap with court dates in various jurisdictions all through January, February, March, and beyond. It's very possible that he is on trial in multiple jurisdictions at the same time, even as voters are actually voting right around the time that a nomination is made formal next July in Milwaukee. And that just inserts a whole degree of uncertainty into the process, to say nothing of the fact that one of the potential witnesses in this case is his former vice president, who's also an active candidate for president himself. Mike Pence has been saying that he's got an uptick in donations as a result of the attention the last few days, and he is leaning in on his argument that Donald Trump is flatly unqualified to be president again, given what was alleged in these indictments.
So, Rick, what are you watching for in the next few weeks?
Well, Iowa State Fair is the big event starting next Thursday, and it's an opportunity for all the candidates to show that they can break through. There's been some controversy with Trump around his lack of respect he's shown to the Iowa Republican governor. Poll out from the New York Times today showing his lead in Iowa significantly smaller than his lead nationally. So I think that's going to kind of juice the competition into thinking they've got an opportunity to stop him, and how far they go on this indictment and the distractions that it brings will be one critical question.
All right, ABC News political director Rick Klein. Thanks, Rick.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.